My mother has always prepared a great Thanksgiving Day feast for her family and friends. One dish that may be the most overlooked but very essential to the Thanksgiving Day table is the cranberry relish. My mom allows at least a week for the fruits and sugar to macerate, releasing juices that bind everything together. She checks it daily for just the right sweetness, so it's perfect on Thanksgiving Day. This is something she's been doing since her childhood with her own mother, and I wanted to capture the tradition and share the process.
This is 2 bags of cranberries. They're 12 ounces each. And so I'm using 2 bags, so I use 2 oranges. It's 1 orange for each bag. In this recipe, you put the skin in also. No seeds, but you put the skin, and it turns sweet, and you can eat it afterwards. You don't even know that you're eating an orange peel. This recipe used to be on the back of the bags of cranberries, but lately they haven't done this. But my grandmother started making it. I grew up with this, and my grandmother used to make it for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And then my mother made it when she had it, and now I make it. And when I was little, all I wanted for Thanksgiving dinner was the white meat of the turkey and the cranberry sauce. Actually, we call it cranberry relish because it does look like pickle relish. You put a pan down here because the juice runs right off of the meat grinder. And so you want that juice, you use that juice. So this is the way you start. Everything's been washed, even the orange has been washed. This grinder that I'm using belonged to one of my aunts. My Auntie Irene was my dad's sister. But I have quite a few grinders, and what I have to do is loosen this here. And then you stick this in, and you watch out for your fingers. This is not. When I was little, my mother would do this, and she would grind, and I would put the food in. I would put the cranberries in, the oranges in. And if you look down at the floor, you will see it dripping into the pan. And you make this, anywhere from, 2 weeks to 10 days ahead of time, because you have to add sugar to it. And you add a little bit of sugar every day until it's to your taste. And usually this bowl here fills up with juice, and you have to just kind of stop putting the food in and just wind it until it goes out. And you can see that it's moving as I'm turning it, and it'll go out into the bowl. Now you'll notice that in the bowl here, it's you can really see the orange and the orange rind, but after a couple of weeks of being in this cranberry juice, it turns red, and that's why nobody knows they're eating an orange.
How long do you let this sit before you start adding sugar?
I'll add a little bit today. And then I'll put it in the refrigerator, stir it up good. taste it tomorrow. I know it's not going to be the right amount of sugar that I add today, so I don't really even need to taste it tomorrow. Just add more sugar. There's no set amount. I don't have any idea about how much sugar to add. It's whatever you like. If you like it real sweet, or if you like it a little bit on the tart side. Sometimes the oranges are real sweet, and I use all this juice that's dropping into the pan and the juice that's in this bowl. I use all of it, so you never really know what it's going to taste like. I have a friend that makes this every year, and she uses 5 or 6 bags because she loves this relish so much. And she of course learned it from me, and she went out and found a meat grinder, and it must take her hours to get everything ground up. But these meat grinders, my grandmother used to make a roast, and then if there was any leftovers, she put it in her meat grinder, which I have up on the shelf, and she used to make hash. I don't do that. And you use all the juice. It'll get soaked up. That orange peel will soak it up. Okay, now I'm going to add some sugar. And I just start out with a little bit. You know, that's probably 1/4 of a cup or so, 1/3 of a cup. And that's it. And every day you add more sugar to your taste. And it'll be all real red in, probably 5 days. The orange peel. Well, we missed one. Oh, here's another one. That's probably the ones that were in the... That I thought they got ground up, and they didn't. That's it. Put the lid on. In the fridge. Well, that's one thing I can cross off my list of things to do for Thanksgiving. That's done. Today is day 3 for the cranberry relish. I'm going to give it a stir. The orange peel is beginning to turn colors. Give it a little sprinkle of sugar. That's it. Back in the refrigerator it goes. Today is day 4 of the cranberries. So you can see that with the sugar, it's making juice. It smells good. So we'll give a little stir. Have a little taste. Still kind of tart. Add some sugar. Cover it up. Do it all again tomorrow. Today is day 5 for the cranberry relish. And I'm going to stir and taste. It's getting a little sweeter. It's the orange rind that gives you that tart taste. Give it a stir. I suppose we could cut down the days if I added more sugar, but yeah, I want to have it just right. Okay, day 5 is over. Today's day 6 for the cranberries. So we'll give it a stir. The sugar from yesterday is all dissolved. It's getting there. I'll add a little bit more sugar. There's a lot of juice in here. The sugar helps make the juice. I don't know why, but it does. And that's it. That's it for day 6. Today is day 7 for the cranberries. So we will give it a try. It looks really good. I might just have to have my photographer have a sample, see what he says.
Yum. I don't think it needs any sugar.
You don't think it needs any sugar?
Myself.
Okay. Well, I didn't taste it, so we'll just leave it. So day 7, no sugar. We'll just give it a nice stir. Make sure all the sugar is incorporated. There we go. Back and ready, and I'm getting, it is Thanksgiving Day, and I'm going to give it a little stir, so we just mix it up, and then I'm going to plate it into this bowl, and then we're ready. In here.
You know what they used to call football girls when we went to school?
This is the best part. If you like ketchup on certain foods, then you'll love this on white turkey. That's all I ever wanted, was white turkey and cranberry relish. I still like that. Okay, now.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.